question and keeps me up at night, honestly. Like, I would love to hear from the group if anyone's got any thoughts on this. So um, when I first started out, I had a kind of a broad idea of community guidelines. So lots of people would say to me, with the warrior room community, you need to have a really clear mission. You need to have convene the space around the right behaviours, so like confidentiality, just all sorts of things like how, aggression, all those kind of lines. But then I think there's stuff around legalities of stuff. So if you tell, because in our group, as we share a lot of stuff which is very, very, you wouldn't want shared outside of the group, like about maybe how investors have treated you or how colleagues have treated you, or just like testing on ideas that you're working on at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I like to come from a place where I'm like, I say the things that I don't know, and I don't fully know what it means if you've set a confidentiality agreement and then somebody shares outside the group something that they shouldn't. It's quite difficult to know how to. I'm not sure. Again, I'd love to know what are the legal rules around holding communities in that kind of vulnerable way. So I think for me, I definitely set a very strong sense of how we show up in the group. So, and we have forums, or we have something called a gift call, which is when we have four people come together and they talk uninterrupted for 5 minutes, answering the question, how are you? And then after they've spoken, we all offer them a gift, which might be a connection or a resource or something else. And by having, I think what we've done really well in community building is creating small bubbles within a larger group so that people can form relationships in that way, as well as having big forums and having the chat. So my advice is, like, think about community building around showing up how you want to model the behavior you want of the group, create small forums for connections, and yeah, hopefully I wouldn't be saying in a year's time, understand the legalities more.